All right. Well, I think that we are live. It's good to see everybody. It's JD Temple here from the Light of the Darkness. Thanks for everyone for joining us in the chat and that is here with us for this live stream. I see that there are a lot of you here, and I want to say hi to all of you. I'm going to try to go up through here and see everybody that is here. What's going on? Truth Seeker, John Trevi, Nicole, Aiden, Orly Stewart, thank you for moderating for us. Scarlett, what's going on? Bella Blackrose, how are you? Let's see. Nicolene, what's going on, Nicolene? How are you? Good to see you too. And I think, oh, Janelle, what's going on, Janelle Pierre? How are you? Welcome to the channel. Glad that you could join us. And I know that everybody's going to be excited to get to know you as well. So, the initial plan for tonight was to have VK Jahannam on, and I think that we have gotten our time zones mixed up. So I'm not sure that he's going to be on with us this evening. I've sent him the link for the live stream, so if he's able to jump in, he will. We were going to be talking about the art of spirit invocation. So we're going to save that for another evening. I'm not going to get into that tonight. I also, pardon me, I wanted to go over and show you guys his really, really cool website, which is really a collection of all of his really, I guess, like books of shadows, really, of his spirit communication and different experiences that he's had with spirits and conjuring them forth and communicating with them and getting to know them. It's very, very in-depth. It's very, very thorough site, and I wanted to show you guys that too, but I'm going to hold off on that as well. Yeah, you're right, Aiden. It is. This hair is kind of hard to keep up with. It's getting kind of crazy now. So we'll see what's going to happen with it. But but VK may still join us. We'll see. If we think about him enough, maybe he'll be able to show up, but he may have had other obligations prior to the time that we were going to go live. I'm not going to be able to stay on too long because I do have a broadcast that I'm going to be pre-recording with Edgar Cavall after this, which I may go ahead and release that tonight and maybe tomorrow because I'm going to have to render it in the video editing software. Don't forget, tomorrow night, though, I do have a live broadcast at 8 p.m. Eastern, and that's going to be with Curtis Joseph from Become a Living God, and that's going to be all about Lucifer Maimon and his contribution to the Compendium of Lucifer, which is going to be available on August the 28th through Become a Living God. So you'll be able to purchase that grimoire on the 28th. And if you do, you also get a free Sigil of Lucifer flag just for purchasing the compendium, which is really, really awesome. You can find that at bog.co/Lucifer. You can also download a free chapter of the compendium in an ebook format at the same address, bog.co/Lucifer. So check that out as well. I guess kind of switching gears from Become a Living God, I also wanted to mention from the Ashes Publishing, I'm going to be doing the live ritual next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And that's going to be a really, really powerful healing session that I'm going to do, an energy work session for anybody that gets that secret link and can come into that broadcast. It's going to be through this channel here. But you'll have to have a link in order to access it. And in order to do that, you have to sign up for the newsletter. So I'm going to attempt to show you guys that now. I've never used this feature before, but I'm going to try. And let's see how that works out for us here. Give me one moment and let me see if I can do this. I don't know if that's showing up or not. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, I know it's not very large, but if you go to From the Ashes, when you get to the main screen of that website, you're going to see right here an area where you can sign up for that newsletter. I wish that I could make it larger, but I'm not really sure how to do it. Maybe if I minimize that, I don't know. I'm not too sure, but I'm trying here. Okay, here we go. Maybe that works out a little bit better. Okay, so that's where you would sign up. So I'll go ahead and do that now. I'm already signed up, but I can use a different email. So that's going to get me signed up for that newsletter. And then with that, I'll also get emailed that secret link so that I would be able to access that live ritual, which there's going to be one available every month. So if you're subscribed to the newsletter, you're going to get a secret link to access the live ritual of the month, whatever that's going to be. What I wanted to do is kind of go through their website really quickly. If you've never been there before, this is the homepage of the From the Ashes Publishing website there. You can see that this has got featuring one of S. Ben Kane's newest releases. Talks about a little bit about S. Ben on the front. There's a video about Thamael, the Dark Divided Ones. I actually have that grimoire, and it's really, really awesome. It's a really, really great read. I would definitely check that out. Now, on the second tab, you've got Magical Services, and you're going to see everybody that is a member of the house. We've got Orly Stewart here on the left. You've got J.S. Garrett. You've got S. Ben here. You've got Edgar Cavall, who I'll be talking to later this evening. I don't know who this guy is right here, but he's probably cool. We've got Guy Creasy over here as well. He does a lot of root work and things of that nature. You've got Sorcia Renarius. She really, really has a lot of really cool, innovative rituals that she has to offer. And I mean, really everybody in the house does. Everybody kind of brings something new and original to the table as far as ritual work goes. And, you know, I really, really encourage everybody to check this site out when you get a chance. You know, there is a store here as well where you can check out a lot of different products, some published works. There's a tarot deck that's available. Oh, it's popping up again for the newsletter. I don't know. Oh, there we go. So you've got a couple of different things. I think there is a few different tarot decks that you can acquire through the site. And then there's also artwork from Orly Stewart that you can purchase. There's prints that are available. This one right here would be an original painting of hers, 14 by 6. And you can purchase that right off the site. Here's a really, really another beautiful piece right here. And this one's a little bit smaller. This one is an 8 by 10. You can get this right through the site as well. There's another original piece of hers. This one is an 18 by 16. That's the rather large one there. And that one is really, really freaking beautiful as well. And of course, too, you can also commission her to create magical artwork that is specifically for you. You know, whatever it is, whatever your specific needs are, whatever you want to use that piece of artwork for, whether it be connecting to your higher self, whether it be creating a portal to other dimensions, to bring forth spirits, you know, through your own magical workings to kind of help create a stronger energetic and spiritual bond. Here's another original piece of hers. This is another very, very large piece, and that one is absolutely stunning. And I know they have some prints on here too. Everything that I'm showing you now is original artwork of hers that is on stretched canvas. So these are not prints. These are originals that I'm showing you now. This is one of my favorites right here. This one is absolutely gorgeous, and I really, really love it. I mean, all of these really just radiate magical energy and power and infernal power. Just, I mean, they are really a sight to behold in person. You know, the website, of course, on the screen, it just doesn't do it justice. But as you can see, each piece is original, and each piece you can certainly tell is a creation of hers because she definitely has her own unique style. Now, this piece right here is on a wooden plaque that you can hang up. So if you didn't want canvas, if you wanted it on a different media, then there you go right there. So they have a lot of different selections and different sizes that you can choose from. You know, even illustrations that she has done, ink on cardstock right here. You know, so there's really something that can kind of fit in anyone's budget. Now here's a print that you can order right here. This one's only 39 bucks, and it's a limited edition of only 93. And I know that they have sold quite a few of those already, but I know there's still some left. So this is a print of one of her pieces. Now it'll be signed by her and numbered. That's only 39 bucks with $10 shipping. So that one right there, you know, is really rather easily accessible to fit in just about anyone's budget there. So if you wanted to get a piece of original artwork or a print of a piece of her original artwork, you know, that one right there is really, really a great choice. And it's just absolutely stunning, as you can see. And then, of course, this will just tell you a little bit about the house and what we're all about. You know, I definitely encourage you guys to check this out when you get a chance. Again, don't forget to sign up right here for the newsletter so that you'll get a link for the ritual that will be next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. I will be doing that. I'm not sure that anybody's going to be working with me. I think I'm going to be doing that one solo, which is just fine. I'll be chatting with you guys for a little bit prior to the beginning of the ritual. Then we'll do, you know, that energy work session. And after that, we'll be chatting for a little bit after that. So, you know, I encourage you guys to subscribe to the newsletter so that you can access that, so that we can spend some time together next Wednesday at 8 p.m. I think it'll really, really be freaking awesome. I'm going to try to get my camera back here now. Let's see. And I should be back on here now. Here I am. Look at that. I did it. I figured it out, man. I'm getting a little more tech savvy here now, I think. So I'm surprised that I was able to do that, to be honest with you. But, you know, hey. So, yeah, man. You know, I had we had some plans for the topic tonight. You know, I guess I'm just going to kind of talk about some random bullshit for a little bit. I wanted to mention I do have the super chat enabled. If anybody is inclined to help me out with that or to donate something, you know, every little bit helps and it's so appreciated. So thank you guys that have donated in the past, and thank you for everyone that has considered doing that. So what are you saying, Aiden? You're getting an astral taste of ash. Sticks and dirt. Hell yeah, Nicolene. Yeah, I definitely need to get that sticks and dirt thing back together, because I think that would be like really, really lucrative. But I guess I've just like slacked off on this whole sticks and dirt thing here for the past few months, unfortunately, but it'll be back around at some point, I'm sure. But yeah, I can taste something, Aiden, on my tongue. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just this really nasty cigarette or if it is some astral ash of some sort. I don't know if anyone else is tasting that or feeling that like Aiden and I are. If so, tell us about it on the chat here, if you would. And of course, if anybody has any questions for me, if I'm able to answer it, I'll do the best of my ability to answer it. I would like to say that I'm an open book, but I'm not entirely open book. Everybody has their little things in their lives that they can't share, but I'll do my best to share what I can. I'm enjoying some Gatorade right now, some orange powder Gatorade. My days of drinking liquor on the live streams are over. That's something that Belial made it very clear to me that I needed to chill out on, and I've done that. I've had a few beers here and there, in the past month or so, but I have not had any hard liquor at all, which I was just drinking bourbon like there was no tomorrow. So, what's up, Lucio? What's up, Gordon? Good to see you guys. You missed all kinds of good stuff. You missed the tour of the From the Ashes publishing website. I was able to pull that off, which I'm still kind of surprised that I was able to do that. What kind of smell are you smelling? And hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's a good smell. Was it like pipe tobacco or something like that, Bella? That's something that I used to smell quite a bit here and there, just at random times, was like this weird pipe tobacco. But yeah, I've definitely been chilling out on the drinking, and I definitely feel a lot better. So you've been talking to your friend about evocation. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I know, like, for me in the beginning, evocation was really one of the most terrifying aspects of magic that I could think of. I mean, I was like absolutely terrified to call forth a spirit, to appear in front of me and communicate with me. I wanted to utilize a circle, and I didn't really know how exactly to make one. So, I was watching a lot of Vieko Weddings videos, and I saw that he had the Circle of Solomon, and then he also had the Universal Circle for sale. And just by like the visual appearance of the Universal Circle alone, it like terrified me. And I was like, man, it looks badass, but I'm like scared to death to order that thing, let alone like sit in the center of it in a dark room with some candles and incense. Like I was like, I can't do that. I just, that's the one that I want, but I can't go there. So I ended up, this is probably 3 or 4 years ago, ordering the Circle of Solomon. And, I've used that quite a bit, and I've had a lot of success with it. I really did not use that circle, through like the, through the like system of the Goetia, as one probably would. I just used it in my own way. And, it wasn't really anything about constraining spirits or demons or even calling upon angels. I would just call upon whatever spirits I wanted to. And, I had a lot of really good success. I had some really, really powerful like pyrokinesis things I was able to do. when utilizing that circle. So I think that's still a great magical circle. If for those of you that use circles, I know there's a lot of you that don't use circles, and I don't always use one for that matter. I just recently, the other day, got my universal circle in that I ordered, that I finally got around to purchasing it. I mean, I haven't been afraid of it for a long time. And Janelle, I do not have a Patreon yet, but that is something that I really want to do, and that's going to be coming very, very soon. And thank you. That's a great question. But that's something that I'm going to have coming out maybe in like the next month or so. And I'm really, really excited about that. That's going to feature, of course, like different levels, depending on the monthly donation. There's going to be like Oracle card readings that will be like a monthly thing that will be included in that. There's going to be exclusive video footage of like behind the scenes things that I do and a lot of the crazy, wacky shit that I do in my life. So, I think the Patreon is going to give everybody a little more of a bird's eye view of my life, and you'll get to see some things that a lot of people don't get to see. Whether that's a good or bad thing, I don't know. You'll have to be the judge of that when I roll that out. So, but yeah, for now, you can definitely support this channel through the super chat. And that's that little dollar bill icon that's down there on the bottom of the chat right there next to the little smiley face. But there was someone that I wanted to say hi to here and that I missed saying hi to, that I saw like just popped up here. And that's Ryan. What's up, Ryan? Good to see you. Glad that you're here. So, okay, Bella, so you said you made a circle and you put the sigils of the gatekeepers on there. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, that's really, really awesome. I guess the benefits of the circle. Yeah, that's a good question. I think for me, like my feelings about using a magical circle would be not really to protect me from spirits at all. It really, I guess it kind of depends on my intention for the working. I kind of use a circle to dedicate a sacred space for me and the spirit that I'm calling forth to work in without any outside interference. So I guess I do use a circle as a way to hold energetic space, not just for me, but for the spirit. And, I kind of see it like this. I see the circle as creating an energetic conduit or barrier that comes up from within myself that connects my spiritual body, my physical body, all the way up to my higher self, so that there's like a direct connection or a link between my higher self and my physical body here on this physical plane of existence, so that there's really nothing that's going to kind of be able to come in and interfere with the ritual that I'm performing, with the magic that I'm creating. And I guess I kind of do, in a way, see it as a form of protection, but not really, not really that there's going to be any harm done to me, but just to kind of protect from any like interference from other spirits. Because I usually do ask that any spirits that are not involved in that particular ritual, that they depart and that they stay on the outside perimeter of the circle. Any spirits that that are not of my highest and best good as far as that particular ritual goes, that they kind of stay on the outskirts of the circle. I really don't want to welcome in anything that is not really an intended part of that working. So that's really kind of what I use a circle for. Is really just to kind of hold space and to kind of create that link, an energetic link, between myself and my higher self. And I mean, I guess it's really just all in what you want, and it's all in your own approach and your own mindset. You know, if you can do all of those things without the need of a circle, then by all means, you know, do it without a circle. You know, I mean, I think that moving forward, I'm certainly going to use or utilize less and less ritual implements and really just rely on the power of my own mind and the power of my own psyche, and the powerful connection that I've created between myself and these spirits that I work with. You know, incense is really cool to kind of help get me in that magical, mystical mood. And, you know, I think, you know, candles are great because you do have that powerful element of fire there. Having a bowl of water present, that's great too, because water is certainly a powerful medium, you know, powerful gateway to the spiritual realm and making that powerful connection. Ah, Humbristo, thank you so much. Hell yes, I appreciate that so very much. You are freaking awesome. Hell yeah, and Dana's talking about staying in the triangle. Yeah, I mean, you can do that too. You can definitely do that too. You know, I know like when the Yeka Wedding performed that gatekeeper ritual that is in the book of Azazel, he had his, well, I guess, wife at the time. She sat in the triangle and allowed Belial to possess her at that time. So I think that, you know, that could certainly be a way to utilize that triangle. And I guess that's really kind of, when I do use a circle, that's kind of the way that, like, that's my mindset about it too, is that I'm kind of using that circle as the triangle of manifestation in many ways to allow that spirit to manifest inside the circle and to use me in whatever way they need to in order to manifest. Um, hey, what's up, Jenny? Nice to see you. It's all good. It's all good if you're late. Better late than never, right? And what's up, Mick GG and David Pineda? What's going on, man? And Jafar, Paul Cox, what's going on, man? Yeah, good to see all you guys. But you know, I don't really want to go into the whole invocation thing too much because I really want to, you know, like wait for VK when we talk about that, because I know he's going to really have a lot of awesome insight on that. And, you know, I don't want to get into that too much right now, but, you know, it's, everybody kind of has their own way, you know, and I really don't think that there's really any wrong way to go about these things. I mean, you know, it really, I think it depends on the system that you start out in. It depends on whoever your mentor might be from the beginning. You know, whatever their style and their approach is probably going to be the style and the approach that you would adapt or adopt into your own, you know, personal methods of magic. You know, and you know, I've really pulled from all kinds of different systems, and you know, with my limited attention span, I really tend to kind of jump from one thing to the other. And you know, even with that being said, I feel like the spirits have been responsible for that too. Like, you know, they have pulled my attention from one thing to another thing, and from that thing to the next thing, kind of like helping me connect the dots and put the pieces together in a way that's going to work for me, because I guess, you know, they know better than I do as far as all this goes, because you know, they're the ones that I'm calling forth, and I think they know how all of this works. Like, just like we automatically breathe and our heart automatically beats, they know all that stuff in the same kind of manner. It's just like second nature for them. So they're going to lead you to the resources that you need to be led to, and they're going to help you to develop a your own unique system, of your own unique magic. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are like so dead set on particular systems. Um, and even as far as, which direction you're facing when you perform a ritual. I mean, and I think that stuff can be important, if you believe it's important. And it may even be important if you don't think it's important. I'm really kind of undecided on a lot of those things. And I'm not undecided because I'm scared to look like an idiot, or I'm going to get into, an argument with somebody over it because they're going to be so strongly opinionated on certain aspects of magical procedure. But I've just found that there are a lot of things that work for me, and it may go against the grain totally of what a lot of people, how a lot of people carry their magic out. A lot of people that are in these different orders and different groups and different cults and all of these things, they all have their set ways they go about doing things, and anything outside of that box or mold is wrong. And I respect that. That's fine. If that's what they want to do, that's cool. Um, but for me, I just kind of like doing things the way that I want to do them. But it's really not just that. It's like I'm doing these things the way that the spirits themselves had showed me how to do it. For me personally, like, is that going to be right for everyone? Is that going to work for everyone? I don't know. I can't tell you that. All I can tell you is to try it. That is something that, EA Coetting is really, really big on. And I'm not trying to make this all about him, but I do know from personal experience and from spending time with him and from working with him that the guy does know what the hell he's talking about. I will tell you that right now. He is everything that he claims to be, and then some, without a doubt. That the spirits will definitely show you what is the best way for you. And I've adopted a lot of my methodology from the things that he has done. I've adopted, some things from other videos that I've seen, from grimoires and different books that I've read, which, that is, for me anyways, is very, very limited. I'm not a huge reader. I like to read, but again, my attention span doesn't really allow me to get too in depth with a lot of written text and things, because I just can't hold my attention there. Even if I'm extremely excited about it, I find that I get just as far as I need to with, a lot of written text to receive the information that I need. And then that's it. I guess there's just other more important things that I need to focus on besides a lot of that. And it's really just for me, going within and feeling what it is that I'm supposed to do. And I know a lot of people have a hard time with that. They have a really hard time with like feeling their own energy and getting into a trance state. But I think a lot of that too, though, is self-imposed. That a lot of this stuff is so subtle that you could be in a trance state and really not even realize it, because you think it's this big impossibility that you're not going to be able to get into this state of mind. And so you're kind of like psyching yourself out and making yourself believe that you're not there when you are there. You just got to be able to quiet your mind, be present in the moment, and any of that outside thought and influence and other bull crap, just quiet it down. Just get very, very quiet and go within and just start to really feel, start to feel with your energetic body. And after a moment, a lot of those everyday, ordinary thought bull crap that tries to come in, that will just quiet. That'll quiet down. And then a dialogue will begin. you know, and that's where you've got to be ready to, you know, either write things down, or if you're recording your ritual, speak out loud, and you're not even going to really know at that moment if it's the spirit talking to you or if it's you talking to the spirit, or if the spirit's talking through you or what have you. It's not going to make sense sometimes right away. You're going to have to kind of go back and revisit it and be like, what just happened? I don't even know what just happened, but in looking back through it, you'll be able to put it together. So don't get hung up on the fact that you think it's you talking to yourself, or you think it's really just you sitting there in the dark and that they are no spirits present. Um, because most of the time they're going to be there, you know, like when you call them forth, they are going to come. And in a lot of cases, they were already there and they already knew that you were going to call them. So they're just like waiting for you right there. But the communication with them is going to really be restricted and limited and difficult if you're not able to be present in the moment and practice mindfulness and to quiet everything else out around you. You know, so maybe it's something that you're just not going to be able to do at your house because there's just too much other, you know, stimuli going on. There's other people there and their energy and all the crazy, you know, psychic crap that they're putting out into the collective consciousness. It's like streaming, you know, like a frequency through the environment that's going to kind of interfere with what you're doing. Maybe you need to go out in nature. Maybe you need to go and like really anywhere, go sit in your car or something. If it's quiet, go drive somewhere private and sit in there. You know, one thing that I really like to do is to utilize sensory deprivation. And for me, the best thing is to put on a blindfold and to put on like, you know, earplugs or ear muffs, or even like earbuds. You can use earbuds as like earplugs. If you want to put on some crazy like meditation music or binaural beats, you can do that too. And like those binaural beats, those are freaking awesome. Those are really, really, really good to help open up your psychic faculties. Now, I find the more and more I listen to those kind of beats, and of course, you have to do that with headphones. You know, I think it really works well when it's when you utilize earbuds or headphones and not just listening to it through a speaker. You get a lot more of it when you use earbuds. But those will really help to kind of open up, you know, not only your third eye, but you know, all of your psychic clairs. So I definitely recommend that too. But sensory deprivation for me has been, you know, one of the biggest ones. Meditating in the bathtub, when you can, you know, like immerse yourself in water, water being such a powerful gateway, that really, really helps too. You know, if you're trying to connect with a specific person, you can have them sit in the bathtub as well while you're in the bathtub and really kind of create a powerful, more powerful energetic bond like that, because you're both utilizing that gateway of the water. You can do that too, and you can do that with spirits as well. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, like when it comes to spirit evocation, spirit communication, stuff like that, that seems to be one of the biggest hangups that everybody has. You know, that a lot of people think they can't do it or that it's not working. And I think it's just something that it just requires patience and it requires a little practice, but it also requires you getting out of your own way and not making it something that it's not making it harder than it actually is. Because I know I was doing that for the longest time, and I never thought I was going to be able to get it because I was like thinking that it was something that is not, you know, and it's easy. It's just as easy as like anything else that we do in our life that's like an everyday routine thing. We just have to kind of come to that realization that it's so. And, you know, through your meditation routine, You know, you like, as you're meditating, you'll have spirits that'll be trying to come through. You know, even if you're not calling them forth, maybe you're just thinking about them. Or maybe as you're meditating, you're just gazing upon a sigil of a certain spirit, and you're not really even like cognizantly trying to call them forth. But just by just by like energizing their sigil, and just being an open channel, an open conduit for them to come through, they may come through and just start speaking to you. You know, so the more you're able to kind of sit alone in silence and just be by yourself, the more powerful of a conduit you'll become. And the spirits that want to communicate with you, the ones that you're meant to work with, they're going to begin to come through more easily. And every single time it's going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. But just don't get frustrated. Don't give up. And, you know, like really like don't put limitations on it, but don't make it this big deal. You know, if something happens that you're cognizant of, great. If it seems like nothing happened at all and you were just sitting there in silence, so be it. There's always tomorrow. Try again tomorrow. You know, I think consistency and keeping a positive attitude is the best thing. But if you get to a point to where you feel like you're trying to push it so freaking hard and you're not getting anywhere, then that's a time where you need to just take a break, you know, and do some grounding, do some normal everyday stuff. You know, maybe that needs to be something that you do for 2 or 3 days, or maybe you need to take a week off or something. And then you can always go back and revisit it later, you know, jump back into it later. You know, but the main thing is, you know, it's going to take the time that it takes. Everything takes the time that it takes. There's really not a lot of things in this life that we can manipulate to that degree to where it's going to be some kind of instantaneous thing. And that's what we all want, but unfortunately, that's not always going to be the case. So be patient. Don't be hard on yourself. Stay positive, and, you know, just try to maintain a clean state of mental clarity. You know, maybe that means you need to lay off on certain substances. Maybe that means you need to exercise more. Maybe it means you need to drink more water. Whatever you can do to be of a clean and pure state of body, mind, and spirit, because that helps a whole lot. It really does. You know, if you're clouded all the time, it's going to be that much more difficult. And I'm not going to say that certain substances cannot be useful in these situations, because they definitely can, but it's not something that's going to be beneficial if you're in that clouded mind state all the time. So that's just something that you've got to kind of test out for yourself and see really what works for you. And I'm not trying to talk in circles, but everybody's different. And some of these things are going to work a little bit differently for you than they do for me. But yeah, exactly. Watch a comedy, have a few beers. Yeah, EA talks about making a sandwich. Yeah, whatever you can do to ground yourself and just to do like normal, everyday people stuff. Because you can get caught up in this spiritual life to the degree to where regular life becomes very difficult. Even the most mundane, stupid shit becomes like almost impossible. And you don't want to get there. I've been there many times, and it's a scary place to be. So maintaining a balance is crucial. You know, we've got to live and exist in this mundane world and the mundane aspects of it, even though it's not what we like and it's not what we want. And, you know, we want to spiritually ascend. We want to become, or, you know, like to be as enlightened as we can be. there's still going to be aspects of our life in this mundane world that we're just going to have to deal with and accept, and to try somehow to be okay with it. Because this is not a means of escaping reality. And a lot of people, and I've been there before too, I've been a huge, I've been into escapism to the nth degree, where I wanted to escape this freaking mundane existence. And that was the way that I did it, was running off into the spiritual realms and staying there forever, or staying there as long as I could anyways. But in doing so, not really doing anything with it, not doing myself any good at all. Meditating for 6 hours a day is not going to do you any good at all. You got to live your life too. Everything in moderation, even your spirituality. You've got to have a balance. You've got to kind of figure that out. And that's something that you're going to have to figure out on your own too. There's people that can give you guidance. There's people that can recommend certain things. But it's all a very personal thing for each and every one of us. And where I might need more of this, you may need less of that. And where you might need more of something, I might need less of something. It's all a kind of a trial and error, and being able to kind of really feel it out. But I've got to, I guess I'm going to kind of stop there, because I do have to get with Edgar Craval here very soon, and I need to get prepared for that. And I'm really sorry that the intended podcast with the Art of Spirit Invocation with BK Johannem was not able to happen tonight, but it's going to happen very soon. And I will let you guys all know when that's going to happen, and I'll try to give you a few days heads up. But don't forget about tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Curtis Joseph will be on live with me. That's going to be really, really awesome, and you don't want to miss that one. Don't forget to go to the From the Ashes Publishing website, sign up for the newsletter so that you can get the secret link for the monthly ritual that we'll have. I'm going to be the one that's going to be heading that up this coming Wednesday of next week. And I think it's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern. But if you get the secret link by signing up the newsletter, then you'll know when it is, and you'll be able to access that and to take place, or take part rather in that ritual. It'll be just like it is right now with this live stream, except you got to have a link to access it. Thank you to Orly Stewart for the awesome moderating job. Check out her channel on YouTube, and please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And please like and subscribe to this channel if you like what you're seeing, and please share this content as well. I really appreciate everyone's kindness, love, and support. I have so much gratitude to all of you for the support that you've given me in this channel. And, I really love you all so very much. And I look forward to seeing you all again very, very, very soon. So hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. So I will see you then. See you later.